Ladies and gentlemen, it was Monday night. I was driving to Castro Valley Yoga Inspired Life Studio. It was my very first yoga class in a studio. Now, I had prepared. I wrote out all the yoga sequences I wanted to do. I practiced them on my friend, including Tondaway. I reviewed the script the morning of and right before I drove to Castro Valley for the class. I was definitely nervous, but I felt prepared. I knew a lot of things from Toastmasters. I knew how to take a speech seriously. And what is a yoga class if not an hour-long, well-prepared speech with a lot of gestures? I arrived. I unlocked the door, opened it. I turned on the lighting just right. I put on music to inspire. And then I just stood in front of the class, present, aware, ready, welcoming to each student as they came in. I asked each student, how are you today? Do you have any injuries that I need to be aware of? This is something I learned in my yoga teacher training. You have to make sure that people don't have any injuries that will be aggravated during the class. Then I made the fateful error. I asked them what kind of class they wanted. Well, you're probably wondering, like, why would that be an error? Well, they each told me separately and distinctly they wanted a restorative class, something with a lot of laying around poses and gentle stretches. The problem is I had created an invigorating class full of strong moves, tree poses, and chair poses. What was I going to do? The class continued to get in and bring their yoga mats and grab their straps and their blocks. I was completely full of panic. I had prepared so carefully for this very specific class, and each of them didn't want to take that class. Toastmasters helped me with 3 things and saved the day. The first, accepting that feeling of total panic of standing in front of a room of people staring at you with their eyes, expecting you to be a yoga teacher who knows what they're doing. Being able to accept that panic and just being so calm. That is the first thing Toastmasters taught me. And I pulled on that skill and brought it down and wrapped myself in it like a blanket. And I was like, oh, at least I've never been standing in front of a room of people panicking ever before. Oh yeah, I do that every Tuesday at noon. Next up, thinking fast on my feet. I grabbed my table topic skills. Okay, what do I know about the subject? Oh, well, I have a really great certificate. And I've been doing yoga every day for 393 days. Okay, I got this. Plus, I saw the props. They had gotten yoga straps and blocks. And I said, I can use this. I can weave together the things that they're telling me, the things I'm seeing, into a wonderful, cohesive class for this wonderful group of people. Oh, whew. I started pulling it together. I built a theme with the block, with the strap, and I started weaving the concepts in my mind. But I actually didn't know the whole thing. And that's often how it is when you start a table topic. You kind of have an idea and you're like, there's 3 things that, reason why I like pie. And you're like, you don't know what the 3 things are, but you can save some time. The thing is, there's so much breathing and quiet. Don't tell my students, but I had them go into mountain pose, close their eyes, feel gravity, just breathe. Meanwhile, I was personally going like this. What am I going to do? What am I going to do next? They had no idea. And the third thing that Toastmasters has taught me and has enabled me to create yoga classes on the fly, impromptu, with no preparation, is breathing. Learning how to breathe through an entire speech is a critical skill that I learned from Toastmasters. It actually really applies to yoga when you think about it. So today, I'm so thankful to share with you how Toastmasters prepared me for my first in studio yoga class. I had totally prepared, which is really important, but that all got scrapped when my students threw a curveball at me. But I was able to accept the feeling of total panic with all those eyes staring at me. And I was able to think fast on my feet. And then I was able to breathe and bring presence to the room. I am so thankful that I'm able to follow my mother's footprints to become a professional yoga teacher. I am so thankful. But I'm also really thankful for Toastmasters to save the day when everything goes the wrong way. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so thankful you're here in Toastmasters, because these are the skills that save us to help us bring our hopes and dreams out to the world. The seeds of greatness are here. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.